Hi, my beautiful Taurus, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. This is going to be your April the 8th until the 15th, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So for those of you guys that are new, welcome, and if you are returning, I'm so glad to have you back. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, as that is always greatly appreciated, you guys. All right, so everything you need to know for personal readings will be in the description box below if you would like to book a reading with me. For those of you that are interested in following me to your extended, the link will be below as well. So this is going to be your general reading, whereas in the extended, we are going to take a look at your romance angels. We're going to clarify those, and then we're going to go through Taurus with each and every one of the signs. And at the end, we're going to do your love reading, which this week we actually did something a little bit different. I did you and the person that you're dealing with. So we take a look at your energies, their energies, and the mutual energies, and then we pull your romance angels at the end of that. So that will all be down there, as well as links to Instagram and Facebook. If you are following me on Instagram, Facebook, or here, then you're automatically entered in the giveaway at the end of the month to win a free reading. And on Instagram, we have extra content. So for those of you guys interested, we do have our weekend energies going out on Fridays, and on Saturdays we do our free extended giveaways over on Instagram, so feel free. I also have my personal Instagram down below for those of you guys that want to know me on a more personal level. That will be there as well. All right, you guys, so let's just jump right in and see what we can get for you. All right, show me what Taurus needs to see, please. Okay, I saw the World too, and I'm seeing the Death card. So right away, we're talking about endings here. We're talking about major endings, major transformations here. Some of you, this could be related to a Scorpio that you are dealing with here, as that is your opposite sign. So I know that you and Scorpios are drawn towards one another a lot. Ace of Swords with the Death card here. Some of you guys are getting clarity related to an ending. Clarity, I'm getting, some of you are getting clarity related to something that needs to end, something that has been in a stagnation for a very long time. You've been, it's been hard for you to let this go, let this person go, let this thing go, let this mindset go. Whatever this is here, I do sense that you are getting clarity in order to be able to release something that you have been holding on to that, you know, hasn't been for your highest good. Some of you, this is about realizing what you need to do in order for you to transform into who you're truly meant to be. Some of you, others of you, this is like taking the time right now, and instead of, you know, kind of panicking because of everything that's going on, it's like you're finally getting a sense of clarity and you're understanding the purpose and what you need to do during this time, during this isolation time. You know, we all have our certain purposes or certain things that we are called to do during this time. And I think that you are going to, throughout this week, you're going to be realizing what this is. Some of you, this has to do with a Scorpio person. Some of you, this is about business partnerships, joining a business partnership. Messages for Taurus, please. Yeah, the World. Endings and new beginnings here. Some of you, this is about not being able to travel right now, and it may be driving you a little bit crazy, feeling a little bit stuck. I'm also getting for some of you that there is some internal healing that needs to be done before you can do certain things. It's like this is a really good time for you, some of you guys, to actually, you know, just really be taking your time to yourself during this isolation period and just focusing on yourself, because I feel like there's this energy where there's a lot of healing within you that you need to do before you can experience the lavish life that you want to have on the outside, you know, in the physical. You need to master the spiritual. I'm also getting someone here who has an ending, clarity that has led to some sort of ending in some sort of fixed pattern, something that they were in that was very fixed. The only reason this person was doing this is because they were very used to it. This could have been something that they had done for a very long time. For some of you, this is friendships that you've had for a very long time, and realizing that you need to release them here. Some of you could be dealing with a fixed sign. Those of you that are away from your partner right now, it is really hard for you to deal with that. I do sense that, you know, communication is going to have to be key right now. And of course, that's what we're all doing with, you know, Zoom and Skype and all of that stuff here. But I definitely sense that there's this energy of somebody needing to be clear about, you know, for some of you, this could be related to feelings here. But somebody needs to speak their truth before something ends. Some of you, this is about an ending that it needs to happen. Others of you, there's something that you want to start that is going to actually end if you don't speak your truth. Seven of Swords in reverse here. I feel like this is you guys. I feel some of you guys are really self-sabotaging yourself. Some of you, this could have to do with not believing that you have enough power and ability to achieve the things that you want within your life. Feeling unworthy. This is like a very self-sabotaging energy here. So a lot of you guys throughout this time are really going to find out who your true friends are, and a lot of you also are going to find out and experience different things with your person, with your partner, especially if you're living with a partner around this time. You know, just being around each other so much is definitely going to be pretty intense. It's going to be pretty intense for some of you. You're going to see things through a lens that you weren't able to see them through before. All right, Taurus, messages for Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune, but things are definitely going to take a turn for the best, right? I'm getting once you look yourself in the mirror, everything changes. But you have to fully look at yourself. I do know Tauruses are, you know, of all the Tauruses that I know, every single one of them, pretty much everyone that I know can, you know, overindulge in certain things to avoid things that they don't want to deal with. You know, block things out and be okay with never dealing with them. Right? So some of you guys, is about looking yourselves in the mirror. Some of you have somebody in your life that is showing, kind of like mirroring you. They're showing you your true shadow side. Some of you, you know, weren't healing because you didn't know that you needed to heal. And throughout this week, you're going to be realizing, some of you, this is because you're going to be triggered by somebody. Others of you, this is things that are going to happen to trigger you in order for you to realize that you need to heal. But this is, you know, I'm almost getting a tower moment, even though I don't see the tower, where I feel like the only destruction that's going to happen is you feeling like it's a destruction, but it's really not. It's just removing the things that are no longer serving you in order for you to rebuild. And you're not going to notice until you're at that process of rebuilding. But when you're at that process of removing those things, you may feel that you're at a loss, but you're actually gaining. Throughout this week, I feel like your money, those of you guys that are still working, those of you guys that are still making money, I definitely feel like your money is going to be very great throughout this week. I also sense that this is a really good time that you guys are going to, those of you that are wanting to start businesses, this is you guys taking this next couple of weeks, especially if you don't have. Those of you that do not enjoy the job that you have and you're not working right now, this is the time for you to decide what is it that you actually want to do with your life. What do you really want to do? And use this time, instead of panicking because life is unsure, because you're unsure as to what's going on, use this time to really just get serious with yourself about what it is that you want. And, you know, this is something that probably we never imagined. So think of it, as crazy as this is, I'm trying to figure out how to say this, but it's almost like, think of you achieving your biggest dream in that way. Like, this is something that we never thought would happen. A lot of the times when people create or achieve their biggest dreams, they never thought it would happen either. So take it like that, right? You have infinite possibilities to succeed, and you have luck and fate on your side throughout this week. So this is the perfect time to start those plans for those of you who haven't even started yet. The devil, yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. That devil energy, but I didn't want to say it until it came out. like I said, overindulging in certain things to avoid dealing with things. Some of you, because you're a fixed sign, this could have been a breakup and ending here with the death in the world, right? Because somebody could have cheated, somebody could have lied here, finding out the truth about somebody that you once loved, having to end that, and possibly not getting the clarity that you need. Some of you still do not have the answers that you're seeking, but I do sense that you will get those answers here. But with this Devil card here, I definitely sense that there's something that you guys are, and this could just be everything that's going on, right? Not knowing what to do, having so much free time that you don't know what to do. This could be overindulging in drinking for some of you as well. I do sense, I'm almost getting, it's going to be easy for your devil side to slip out. So you're going to have to make sure that you're in check. Some of you could be dealing with, I have Sagittarius, I have all the fixed signs, so Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, I have Capricorn. Some of you with the Devil and the death and the world here, it's like there's something in your life that you know needs to end, or you've recently ended a relationship that was like a karmic tie, a karmic knot, and that's why sorry about that, guys. But yeah, definitely a huge toxic karmic cycle is definitely ending, and this is, you know, good luck and you being realigned. Tell me what else we can get for Taurus, please. The High Priestess, knowing that you can trust your intuition. With the Moon, double, you know, very, very strong intuitive energy here. There's definitely certain things that are hidden here. For some of you, you're not able to see this. This could be something that you're not able to see. For some of you, this is an ending that you are unaware that needs to happen. But once you get this truth, once you get this clarity, you're going to see what was hidden. And that is when you decide to end something, something with somebody that has been in your life for a very long time. Others of you, this could even be like some kind of way of living that you're ending, you're putting an end to here. But for some of you, I definitely sense that this has to do with a person, because I'm getting a lot of secrets and I'm getting guarded energy here. Somebody that really keeps things to themselves, right? This is somebody where you might have to even pry for information from this type of person, because they're very, like, they just keep, I really get, like, for a lot of you, this could be a water sign that you're dealing with, like Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces here. A very mysterious type of person. They could have black hair, very, very mysterious, a very intriguing type of person. I also feel that you guys intuitively already know the answer here. Whatever you're searching for, you already know the answer. This is one of those situations where if you don't decide to move forward from somebody that your gut has been telling you, you know, it's time to move forward, you're going to realize that you're right the whole entire time, and you're just kind of prolonging the inevitable. You're prolonging the inevitable. Eight of Pentacles. focusing on work for those of you that are still working, and your stability as well. Gaining, rebuilding yourself and regaining yourself with this Ace of Cups here too. Some of you guys are falling in love with yourselves again, having all this time to really focus on yourself, focus on the things that you love, connect with your hobbies that you once forgot you had, maybe even things that you used to do as a child. There's definitely a lot of self-work that needs to happen here. Those of you that are single, before you can be with somebody, you're definitely going to have to work on loving yourself and releasing something from the past. Some of you guys think that you've released whatever you need to release, but you actually have a tie from an ex that is still really, really latching onto you, and you're not going to be able to manifest anything great until you remove that tie. Some of you are also surrounded by somebody that doesn't have the greatest intentions for you. And I do sense that this is somebody that you've already kind of felt that they might not have the greatest intentions. And if not, this is something that is going to be coming out throughout this next week. But if it doesn't come out within this week, then that message wasn't for you. Yeah, some of you guys also, this is about working on self-love, right? Working on self-love. I actually told this to somebody. I don't remember who it was. I think it actually was my friend who is a Taurus. And I said, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I pretty much was saying how we were talking about stress and stress-related things. And I ended up saying something about how, the greatest point in your life, or the strongest moment in your life, is when you can deal with the most stressful thing in the world and you don't have to go to some sort of vice, which is this devil energy, right? The most stressful thing can happen, and if you're a smoker, you're not going to go grab a smoke. Or if you usually go for that drink when things that are stressful happen, you don't have to go for that drink. When something is stressful and you just look at yourself and you're like, you know what, I got this. That is such an empowering moment. And for some of you, that's what you're working on, is working on, being able to handle anything life throws at you. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, working on your stability, bringing that money home. A lot of you guys are really money focused, especially those of you guys that are unsure how much longer you're going to be working for. You're really, really trying to, make your money. Some of you are definitely stressed about finances within the long term, especially if you are not working. All you're doing is probably thinking constantly about, the money that you could be making. Definitely, I'm getting this energy of being a little bit frugal with your money too. Not overspending, really just kind of like allowing your money to be there when you need it. It's not like to the point of, craziness, only obsession or only an emergency. But if you don't have to spend it, I don't really think you're going to spend it around this time. I think you're more trying to be conservative with the money that you have right now. For some of you, money is coming in very slowly, but you do have money coming in. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles here. Know that you're going to have to be a little bit more patient than you would like, but ultimately you are going to get where you want at the end of the day here. You are moving towards the right direction. Those of you guys that are moving towards no direction right now, that is exactly where you need to be. And all you need to do is don't think about moving forward. Don't think about, the past. Just be in that present moment. If you were, at this point right now where you don't have work and you don't have things to do throughout the day, just be. Allow yourself to just be, because when do we really get to do that? Like after this, it's like retirement, and that's when you get to be, you know what I mean? So just be and just embrace this time right now, even though, there's so many crazy things going on. Try to make the best of it, because, bad things are going to happen all the time, and all we can do is try to make the best of it. So what you guys, need to do is just focus on yourselves right now, focus on your healing, and, focus on where it is that you want to be when you get out of this situation, right? Especially those of you that are stressing about being in this spot right now, do not focus on because you know you're fixed, so you don't like change, so it's probably a little bit like crazy for you, especially being like a Taurus, you know, that like stubborn energy, grounded, you have your strict, you know, you just are, you know, earth signs are just very structured, very, very structured, and they like their structure, right? So for those of you that this kind of completely threw you for a loop, just focus on, you know, when you do get your structure back, and especially making it how you want it to be. Like, what is it that if you could picture your dream life, how is it going to look, and how are those, what are those steps that you can take to get there? Because a lot of the times we don't put it into a plan because we don't think that it's actually possible to actually happen. But when we write it down and we actually look at the steps, we realize, oh my gosh, this was nothing compared to how hard I thought it was going to be. This is going to be so easy. And then we actually get started, and then we get, you know what I mean? It's like, you just got to start. You just got to take that first step. All right, guys, so that is what I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. I will see you guys soon. Take care.